EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here we go. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. Now, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. This defense for the Bengals much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Check smash, check smash. Ready, ready.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
70 Lions, Panther Street, Panther Street. Go check. Ready.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. The Steelers at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They go play action here on first down. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Brewer, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You talk about this Bengals defense.
They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw. Atkins. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 28.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll run on first down. It's Brewer. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
To throw on 2nd down, Atkins. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he will have a Steelers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 14. 19. 65 catch. 65. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Ready.
Looking to throw. Atkins. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A.T. Perry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little...
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Off play action. Atkins. He'll buy some time right. His pass caught with the 4. Touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow.
He completes this one to Mingo.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Play action. It's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing in too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Throwing again, it's Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some 7 yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd down, Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Burrow. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
On 2, ready?
1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They're held again. And do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
On 1, ready?
They get this out quickly to the left side. Touchdown, Bengals. Zay Flowers, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Steelers 14, Bengals 7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Brewer. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That good for 19 and a first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have...
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the...
Now Burrow loses the football.
And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6.
Back to throw. Atkins. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They got 29 yards that time. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
A.T. Perry.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Here
we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Atkins. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Steelers 35, Bengals 7.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Gun.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A gain of 19 yards. First down.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
11 MT, hey! 11 MT, stop!
Again, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Bengals 14. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go!
Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle! Ready?
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the...
It's caught inside the 25. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Okay,
The
ready?
Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Ready, ready?
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 3rd and 8. And they'll send Pickens in motion right here.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Off play action. Atkins.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Pittsburgh Steelers. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Hurt. Ready.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Finds Pickens out right. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Finding Pickens for another catch. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Go, check. Ready.
Here's Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now down to 20.
41. Bengals 21. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. Will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
They're on the 19-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
Hey, check that. Set, tempo.
They begin with a run by Mixon, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
Off the play fake, Atkins.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And some room to run now. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5.
Off play action. Atkins.
He's got this to Pickens.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
George Pickens.
52 yards.
And the Steelers are able to stretch out their lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Bengals. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now down to 20.
McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. Now he's able to break through 1 tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter.
Second and 10.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat. Ready,
throw left side complete. That's Perry. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Ready? Warriors 70. Ready.
Off the play fake. Atkins. It's caught inside the 25. And in for the Steelers touchdown. George Pickens. Halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Steelers are closing in on a third straight victory to start the campaign. So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Now Burrow.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow.
That's caught by Mingo, right side.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And Burrow going to throw again.
That's caught. It's Flowers.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 1st down. Here's Burrow. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Touchdown! Zay Flowers, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead now down to 20.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
They're looking at a third straight win here if they can hold on.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. takes it up the middle. Down the numbers. There he goes. Down the left sideline. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
Second goal at the 6-yard line.
19, Charger, 19.
Off play action. Atkins forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Come on.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone.
Looking to throw. Atkins steps away to his left.
Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now it's Burrow. And he will find his big tight end over the middle.
84. A gain of 22 yards.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing again, it's Burrow. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 3rd down, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
On 1, ready?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
Here we go.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
Here is third and quite a ways.
Ready.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Hurt. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Throwing on first down. Atkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Off the play fake. Atkins.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a give to Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends.